reason for doing it, which is what I'm interested in. They estimated that there was a population of about 2,000 people on the Golan Heights, or within about 5 kilometers, or about a 2-hour walk. That's about as far as you can go to get to that site in a reasonable amount of time, put in a work day, and then still get back home at night. But when they checked on the dating of the ruins of the villages that they found, they didn't find enough villages in that area dated to the Bronze Age for it to possibly have been constructed in the Bronze Age. There just weren't enough men, or, well, women too, who could move those rocks in order to do it in that period of time that scholars have assumed. But they did find, when they looked older, and found settlements that were dated to the Chalcolithic period, which is roughly 6,000 BC to 4,000 BC. According to their dating, I understand the Bible's timeline is a little different, but this is the dating that they're using. That's when there were enough people living there. So in other words, this is much older than they thought. They actually used a new technique called optically stimulated luminescence, where they fluoresce material excavated from underneath the bottom layer of rock, and then see how long it's been since those minerals were exposed to sunlight. Based on these tests, they came up with a date of construction for that site out there of about 3880 BC, so roughly 4000 BC, give or take a couple centuries. Again, bear in mind, Abraham called probably around 1900 BC, thereabouts. So this was a long time before Abraham came into the Holy Land. What was it for? Did you see any of those dolmens on the Golan Heights, some of these other megalithic burial structures or cairns, big piles of rock? There are more of these dolmens, which is a Celtic word actually that means stone table. More of these funerary monuments concentrated from the Golan Heights down to the Dead Sea than anywhere else in the world. Now I think it's fascinating because one of the sites on the Exodus route is called Ayit HaAvarim. Avarim means travelers. Ayit means ruins or heaps of the travelers. The connection to the Bible is that travelers is a word used in ancient Canaanite texts to denote the spirits of the Raphaim, in the sense that they travel, cross over from one plane of existence to another, i.e. demons, spirits of the dead. I think the dolmens are the ruins of the travelers. That's something Sharon and I are working on for a book that will be out in the fall, God willing. But seeing them there are 500 of them within, like, basically clustered around that site there on the Golan Heights. Again, you've got a high concentration, and the funny thing is, the interesting thing is that the more complicated ones that are more than just a trilithon construction, 2 slabs of stone, table slab across the top, those are the simpler ones. Those are the newer ones. It's almost as though they got simpler as time went on. They forgot why or how they were doing the more complicated types.